Hi everybody! I told you I wouldn't be gone for too long. Today's Saturday, it's November 1st. How is it November, right? Yeah, so in case you missed it, I just got finished filming an entire month of vlogs. So every October I participate in Vlogtober, where I take daily videos of my life and I share them here on YouTube. And a lot of you joined me this October, which was lovely. Several of you asked me to stick around, and of course I always want to. Sometimes it's a little hard, but I figured I'll just go ahead and pick up the camera and get started now and hopefully have a video to share in a couple of days. So yeah, it's me, I'm back. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I am a yarn dyer and a yarn store owner, and I'm in Alabama, and I just got finished with SAF, the Southeastern Animal Fiber Fair. That was a really, really busy festival for me. And now I'm preparing for the Alabama Fiber Festival, which will be November 14th and 15th. I think that's right. So these next couple of weeks, that's what I'm prepping for. Thankfully, I do already have a lot of stuff left over from SAF to carry me through. That was the intention, because I dyed several hundred skeins of yarn for SAF, again, with the knowledge that I would carry some of it through to AF. But I am trying to fill in the gaps and dye up some more sets. The sets tend to sell, so I'm kind of just doing that. So I did spend today dyeing up some of the yarns for some of the sets that I'm dyeing, or that I'm creating for the festival. And I also, today was a very busy customer day and lots of knitting group time. It felt like being with my family again, having everybody here all day long, just knitting and crocheting and talking and hanging out. It was wonderful. So a lovely day. And just minutes ago, right at 4 o'clock on the dot, which is when I close, I finished my Olga sweater. I haven't even tried it on yet, but it is done. I'm about to throw it on and show you guys. But it's pretty exciting because I also finished this pair of socks that I had been knitting in October, and they match. Like, it's such a cozy look. So I'm really excited to have a new, kind of like a new outfit for fall. I'm also wearing these like chocolate brown pants that I think will look really cute with the Olga, and these socks. So yay for that. I'm about to pause this and throw on the sweater and try it on for the first time. So obviously this is unblocked. I'm about to soak it in just a minute, but I love it. I think it's going to be perfect. Like right now, it's to me, for the fit that I wanted, it's perfect as is. So I think it's just gonna get better with blocking. I'm so excited. It is so cute and cozy. I love the shaping of it so much, and I love my color choices. It's like a pink and then a golden brown. Everybody who's seen this in person has said, like, yeah, that's your color palette. one of my color palettes. So yay, it's so cute. And then here we have the socks. This is my Cafe No Face colorway, and it's just more cute, cozy, coffee vibes, just like the sweater. So this will make for a great November outfit, I think. I used the Summer Lee Colorwork Cuff Club from August of 2026. I think that's the month. But it was actually the little faux cable chart that I used for my cuff, because I wanted this to kind of look like steam rising off of like a coffee cup. So yeah, I love it. I'm very happy with my finished objects. Now I have to decide which project I'm going to focus on. So we'll see. I'm hoping I want to spend the next 2 weeks before the festival doing as much knitting as I can, just to really enjoy like the season for knitwear. But I haven't gotten to cross stitch in so long, so I'm kind of planning on spending the latter half of November and like all of December doing as much cross stitch as possible. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but I hope it will. But I do need to think about which knitting project to focus on now, so I'm gonna contemplate that. But I just wanted to check in because I just finished my sweater. So I'm gonna go soak it now and yay. One other thing, yesterday I finally woven the ends on these socks, which I finished in like September, I think, and I haven't had a chance to film a podcast, so I haven't shown you guys, but this is another really cute pair of socks, and I also have a matching sweater for these socks. I made the Dear Duomo sweater last year, and this is the same yarn that I used in that, and then I used my California Poppy colorway for all the contrast, so that's another really cute pair of socks, and they're blocked, ends are woven in, they are ready to go. So I feel like rich in freshly made socks right now that I haven't even worn. Okay, now I'm going for real, now that I'm blurry. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, November 3rd? Is that right? Yeah, November 3rd. Oh my gosh, time is just flying, isn't it? I know I recorded a little clip when I was leaving my shop on Saturday a couple days ago, and yesterday was my first off day in quite a long time. So I did go out with some friends and I did some knitting. I spent all day with my family and it was really nice. And I know I'm making a little week-long vlog, but I didn't want to pick up the camera yesterday. So the first clip is probably a little bit short, but today, again, it's Monday, and so you probably know the drill. I'm working from home today. I'm sitting in my newly renovated kitchen. It looks so beautiful, and yeah, it's funny because the other half of the kitchen where the cabinetry is, that side's not done, but we've been doing a really good job of like keeping it nice and clean, so it really feels seamless, but we still have to finish painting over there. So just a little update for those who watched Vlogtober and followed along with my kitchen renovation. Anyway, so I'm working from home. It's been really busy all morning with the office, but right now it seems to be a little bit quieter. So I thought I would sit down and give you a little update on what I'm trying to work on today. Also, side note, I'm wearing my prismatic sweater right now. This is a Wool and Pine Designs sweater. It's a fingering weight colorwork yoke sweater, and it's gorgeous. I did knit mine way too big, but that's okay. It's so pretty. The main color is my Love Letter colorway, and for the shards, I used Prismatic Shard by Nerdy Knits. It's supposed to be like the Prismatic Shard from Stardew Valley, so I thought it was the perfect yarn to make all of my little prismatic shards in the sweater. So my crafty goals for today. I actually already met one this morning, so hooray. I have 3 goals that I would like to work on. It's 11 a.m. and again, I'm working my office job, so how much free time I have is really dictated by that and my daughter's needs. But I've been up since like 4:30 working and knitting. So one of my goals was I wanted to join the shoulders and the front. I wanted to join the shoulders and the back of my book club cardigan, and I just did that. So yeah, I just really started working on the second shoulder yesterday, and then I kind of just flew through it. It's a long, narrow bit of knitting, so it's not crazy, but I did do the whole shoulder basically between yesterday and today. And so today I wanted, my goal to be to join, and so I did. And so now it is just one piece. So yeah, this is the book club cardigan by Starry Nordland. I'm using Brooklyn Tweed tones. It's like Shelter, but it was like a solid colored yarn they had made when they were still in business. And this is the Acer colorway. I think it's the overtones. It's the overtones variety. But it is looking so pretty. Even with the backlit window behind me, you can still see just how beautiful this the stitch pattern is. It's so it's so rich in both color and texture, and I think this was just the perfect yarn choice for this sweater. This is like a woolen spun yarn. It's super plump and lofty, and I just couldn't be happier with the way that it's knitting up in the moss stitch and in the cable work. It's so pretty. This is my cat Salem, by the way. Okay, so yeah, that was goal number 1, and I did try it on. I am very, very happy with the size right now. The depth, like no kitty, not on the table, right there. So the armhole depth is perfect. I think it's going to be, it's not fitted, but it's just nearly fitted, which is what I was wanting. I didn't want like a really oversized version of this cardigan, and I'm so happy with the length of like the depth here before joining for the sleeves. So I think it's going to be so lovely. But I do have a lot of work left to go, and I would like to get this done, you know, this year so I can wear it in this season, because it's going to be a show-stopping piece, and the lighting's going crazy. I don't want to have to wait until next cold season to wear it. So this is going to be my focus knit. I'm going to try to not really touch any other projects or start anything new until this one is done, other than maybe a couple of little things. So my other crafty goal today is to knit the second sleeve for my daughter's Lanita pullover that I was working on during Vlogtober that I cast on in October. It's like a pink mohair, beautiful little slipover with a little bit of eyelet detail, and then a beautiful scalloped edge for the neckline and the cuffs. And she takes dance. She's 3, and she does ballet and tap. And I just think it would be so perfect for her to bring on the chilly nights when she's wearing her all pink ballet outfit, so that she can have something cozy to wear to and from dance. So yes, goal number 1 checked off. The little sleeve, it's not a lot of knitting, but I have to sit down and cast on to get started and stuff. So I'll probably just finish that in the next couple of days. I was kind of hoping to finish it today because she's got dance tomorrow, and I thought it would be great for her to wear it, but it probably won't happen. But we'll see. I might get started. But the other thing, other than knitting this beautiful sweater.
Mommy, I want my food.
Good, baby. Figured I should give you some close-up details. So this is one of the beaded fish that I've made a couple months ago that I'm using as a stitch marker. It's so pretty. There's another one on here too. This one. This is one of the ones that I bought before I learned how to make them myself. So yes, book club cardigan. Can't get enough of that project right now. The other crafty goal is, for the past 2 days, I finally found some time to cross stitch again. It has been a couple months since I've gotten to do any stitching at all, so I wanted to pull out kind of an easy piece, something colorful and fun, so that I could, you know, feel a good sense of motivation. And this one was at about 40% done, so I thought I should pull it out. This is Wonderland by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and it came out last year. And yeah, since it's a little bit chilly now, I thought it'd be fun to work on this. So the past 2 days, I've added 10% more, so I'm over the 50% mark of completion. And so I think if I just spend a couple days really working on this, I could get it done in November. So that's kind of my loose goal. I would love to get another finish before the end of the year, especially since I purchased, they are doing for their next kind of club, they're doing like a seasonal stitch where it's like Finnegan the Fox, he runs an inn. It's like a toadstool, and he changes it out seasonally. And we'll be getting the winter version of the chart in December. So I would like to get this finished before I start that in December. It's so cute. So it's a little penguin ice skating school, and so I've just finished, other than the back stitching, I've just finished all of the little baby penguins. So now I have to do the teacher. It's like a macaroni penguin. And then of course I have to finish the rink. I've got to fill in all the ice. I did finish the Winter Wonderland words there, and so I have to do this little banner right here, and there will be some back stitch, and it's gonna say ice skating school. So yeah, my other goal is I just want to work on this today, maybe get a few hundred stitches in. This one stitches up pretty quickly, so yeah, I think that's very doable. So now that I have given you my update for today, I'm gonna go work on this stuff for a couple of hours, and I will report back once I have some stuff to share. Ara is outside playing, so I thought I would take a second to show you guys my progress. I think I've gotten in about an hour of stitching, not uninterrupted, and when I first sat down to stitch, I had to do a little bit of frogging after doing several rows of the ice because I accidentally used this slightly darker blue that's underlining the words rather than this lighter icy blue. So I had to frog that whole thread, which was a little bit annoying because, you know, just like in knitting, it sets you back a little bit, but no big deal. So I did finish or fill in a good bit of the ice right here between these two baby penguins. And now I'm working on up here, doing the purple string lights. And now I've just done this blue pole, and I'm coming down into here to work in this area because I want to go ahead and stitch the teacher penguin, the big guy with like the whistle and the really cool pink puffer coat and all of that. And then he's the last penguin, and then pretty much it's just like little details. I've got to do the border, which is my least favorite part of any stitching project. Although I love the way it looks, it's beautiful. I just don't like to stitch it, and especially this because it's kind of like you have to change colors often. Anyway, I just thought I would do a little progress update. So I've done about 220 stitches according to Markup RXP in about an hour of stitching. So that's pretty good. It goes faster when it's fill in like that. But aren't these little penguins so cute? A couple of them have some of their back stitching. These two will still get that, and then they'll look even more defined. All right, I'm checking in a couple hours later. I think my total stitching time for today was about 2.5 hours, which is pretty nice. That, again, I haven't stitched in months, so I'll take it. You know, that's really nice. And I think that's the longest, like, stationary craft time I've had in a while. I mean, I had to get up and, you know, do things throughout that time a little bit, but not so much. I mean, I've been hanging out at home, which is nice. So I stitched just over 500 stitches today. That was kind of my unspoken goal, like what I at least hoped to do. I kind of was hoping for 1,000 stitch day, and it's only 4:30, so there's still a chance, but usually the later the evening progresses, the less of an opportunity I have to stitch because I've got to cook dinner and do all the evening stuff around the house, and my work day just finished with my office. So that's nice because it frees up my time in that way, but Jason should be home soon from work, and yeah, I mean, house is really clean, so I don't really have any cleaning to do, but I've got to cook dinner. So anyway, without further ado, here is my progress, and so I don't know if you'll be able to tell how much I've done since recording earlier, but as you can see, I have a good bit of the professor penguin, the teacher penguin, go in there. So I'm trying not to cover my mouth while I speak in case you need to read my lips to better understand, but I'll just show it for a second and then talk about it. So yeah, 500 stitches sounds like a lot, but it definitely doesn't look like a lot, right? So I think I did do a little progress report when I was about halfway through of what I did today. So I guess if you think back on where I started at the start of today, then it looks a little different. But I'm hoping I'll at least finish the penguin tonight. I think that's very doable. I've got his belly, I've got a lot of his coat. He's got lots of back stitching, and I'll probably go ahead and do that if I can get the rest of him done. But yeah, he's so cute as he's like, it looks like he's loading. So yeah, that's my progress update. I just wanted to share that because it's so nice to get to cross stitch, and as I mentioned in Vlogtober, I'm going to StitchCon in June, weekend A. So I'm trying to kind of finish up some of my projects that are closer to being done. I think this is the one that I have that's the closest to being finished. So I'd love to finish up some stuff so that way when I go to StitchCon, which is months and months and months away, but these projects take a long time. But I'd love to go ahead and wrap some things up so I can maybe start a new project when I go to StitchCon. So yeah, my winter Wonderland, there it is. I don't know if I'll check in anymore tonight. I'm not sure if I'll get more stitching time, but I thought, yeah, I'd at least check in now. So now I've got to decide what to make for dinner. I want to make something vegetable heavy. I did ask Jason to bring me home some shiitake mushrooms and some white miso and things. So if I'm going to call him, and if he is almost home, I'll probably make some kind of miso soup or, I don't know, a noodle dish or something. but I will figure that out. Anyway, that's that. All right, exciting little check-in. I kind of forgot this was coming in the mail. I'm sorry if you hear my daughter's toy. My mom got me a gift and it's crocheted, so I'll show you in just a second. And it's crocheted, so I'm sure some of you guys will think this is pretty cool. I haven't opened it yet, I just cut the bag open. But I'm very excited, and she got it at like a, I think it was like a craft market in her town, or one of those like First Friday kind of things, or like a Saturday market or something. But she bought it from the person who made it, and yeah, I'm excited about it. So let's see it. It is a chicken bag, and it's so well made. It's so cute. Look at the details. They're so adorable. And yeah, this is like shockingly soft. I'll bring it over to you in just a second, okay? It even has little wings. And she picked the style that matches the chickens that, well, kind of our OG chickens. We had 4 Dominicers up until spring, I think, of this year, or like, yeah. And when our oldest girl, she finally passed away, sadly, but you know, we've got 15 other chickens, and some of them are Dominicers. They're not the ones who live at our house. They live at the other property where we keep them. So I don't get to see them every single day. I mean, I do, kind of. I see them like every other day when I take a turn to go check on them. Anyway, she picked this one because this is the kind of chicken that I have. It's so cute, and it's supposed to be like an egg collecting bag. So, ooh, yeah, it's like nice and sturdy. There's chicken fabric on the inside. So yeah, this is really nice quality. This is awesome. So now I have an adorable chicken bag for when I am collecting eggs, or just casually, because I would carry a crocheted chicken bag. Yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. I think I've seen the pattern for this online at some point. When I started my crafting journey, if you will, I started with crochet, and so back in the day I used to look at lots and lots of crochet patterns, and I've seen a pattern similar to this somewhere online. So you might be able to like Google, you know, egg collecting crochet bag and find it, but it's very cute. It's like a little country chic sort of button, the little red flower, and yeah. So cute. Thank you, Mom. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. It's Tuesday, which means I'm headed to the yarn shop. I will be dyeing up a lot of yarn today, so I'm in the prep stage for the Alabama Fiber Festival. We're in between the 2 festivals, so I'm just kind of bolstering my inventory. So I will be dyeing lots of yarn today, but any downtime that I may have while I'm waiting for pans to settle and to dye and all of that, I'm going to be working on hopefully one of the projects that I mentioned in yesterday's clip. So I did manage to get some stitching time in this morning before my daughter woke up, after I've completed my office job. So I thought I'd share that with you real quick. So I've made a little bit more progress on the penguin teacher here. There's a thread pulling out, so please excuse that, but he's looking really cute. I love his little pink puffer jacket with the yellow and orange stripes, and the little zipper backstitch detail. There's still so much backstitching to go through and add in here, but I figured I'd go ahead and do that backstitching since I had to do some full crosses right there with the same color. But yeah, his little wings are coming out. So far in this pattern, I've only made one mistake, and it was right here. The nose part of this bill is supposed to be slightly shifted, and then so I had to fudge the black a little bit. I don't think I'm going to rip it out because I don't think it's going to make a difference in the long run, but we'll see after I add in some more of the stitching. But yeah, look how pretty it is. I'm so excited. I think I'm nearing 70% completion now, so right now I'm really just working on filling in. I've decided my plan of attack will be to fill in the rest of sort of the main focus piece, and then the rest of it will just really be border stitching. So I've obviously completed the border over on this side. I've completed the border over on this side, but I have to repeat that whole process all the way around. So there's still quite a bit to do there. Not so bad once you get going because it's sort of predictable and you don't have to refer to the chart as much. So, and then there's a lot of block stitching to do down here. Yeah, so that's my progress for right now. Quick update. It's actually the end of the day at the yarn shop, and because it's Tuesday, we have to head out quickly for dance. But can you guys see what I did? We have a whole penguin here, a macaroni penguin, or rockhopper, I think is what they're really called.
Let's name it.
Okay, we'll name it. How about
Curious George.
Curious George? Curious George the penguin. So yeah, I'm about 75% of the way done, and the rest of this should be a breeze. I think there's only about 1,400 stitches left.
Let's name them.
Okay, we will. So yeah, just thought I'd share a quick look. Hello and happy Wednesday. It is November 5th. I just got to my shop. I actually have a very rare day to myself here at the shop. Ara is with one of her grandmothers, so that clears up my day for some computer work that I need to get done. I really need to respond to emails and messages and those kinds of things. And then I already did my North Carolina state taxes for like sales tax, but I need to file Alabama as well. That's definitely not a very fun part about owning a business, but it needs to be done. I did a bunch of accounting stuff yesterday with filing receipts and all kinds of things. So, you know, the boring stuff that I'm not super into or very good at when it comes to running a business, but it has to be done. The government says so. So yeah, today might be the last day that I record for this little mini vlog. I think I may, there's a slim chance that I will finish my cross stitch today. There's about 1,100 stitches left, which is actually quite a few. Certainly more than I would normally get done in a day, and I already did 100 to 200 early this morning. But since I have a lot of time kind of to myself today, and the rest of the stitching is sort of very, very straightforward, so I won't have to look at the pattern much, there's a chance I'll get it done. If not today, more than likely tomorrow. So tomorrow might be the last day I record. But either way, I think I'm going to see the fruition of this project before the vlog is over. So yeah, I thought I would check in just at the start of my day. I also do have lots of yarn to dye, but my citric acid order won't be here till tomorrow. I ran into this in October too when I was preparing for SAF, where I just ran out of citric acid, and somebody did say, you know, just use vinegar, and you're totally right, you absolutely can do that. But the reason why I don't want to is I haven't dyed with vinegar in like over 3 years, I think. And I don't want to potentially, I don't know, it's like I don't want to mess with my recipes at all. I'm used to using citric acid. I don't want to have any kinds of like trial and error to remember, you know, any kind of ratios to use. That probably sounds silly. I know it's straightforward. Again, I dyed with vinegar. I've dyed with vinegar many, many times, but it's been a long time, and I just don't want to, I don't want to change anything, I guess. So I have just enough citric acid left today to dye Mariner's Tail, which I need for an order that came in, and it's the last colorway I need for all of these like mini and half skein bundles I've been doing. So tomorrow there will be a lot more yarn dyeing, but today will be a little bit more casual other than paperwork. I had a busy customer day yesterday, so that was nice for a Tuesday. So we'll see what today holds for that. I'm opening in the next like 5 minutes, so yeah, just thought I would check in real quick before I start on before I start on the paperwork and then the crafting. I have made so much progress. I'm very excited. I am so close to a finish on this, and now that I'm just on the border, because I finished all of the regular full cross stitching here in kind of the central portion of the pattern, so all that is left is border. And so I've just done this whole line, so I'm working on that now. Obviously I'm going to have to do this little colorful scallop all the way around, and then there's a big purple block stitching section right here where you do some back stitching for some more words. So yeah, you don't necessarily do the full scallop thing here, I think. I have to look again. But yes, I'm very close. So I have to do all the some of the back stitching in here. As you can see, I've already done some of it. And back stitching, if you're not familiar with cross stitching, it's these little kind of like straight details that you do with the thread across the top of the project to sort of outline. It's used for several things, but in this case, it's kind of used for outlining and creating details like these feathers up here, the pocket, the chain for the whistle, and the zipper, and all of that. So I'm about to go ahead and do that because maybe looking at that being more done will be kind of motivating. I really don't like doing border stitching. I know I'm not alone in that. There's a lot of people who can empathize. But yeah, it's almost done. I think there's only about 800 stitches left, which in the grand scheme is not that many. This whole project comes to right under 6,000, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's looking so cute. I love my little penguins. I'm so excited that this big guy is on here now. I need to go ahead and stitch all of their blades for their ice skates and stuff, so it doesn't look like they're just wearing rain boots or wellies across the ice. So yeah, let me keep going. I want to knit though, but I'm gonna keep going. One more update at the shop before I go. It's a little past 4, so my shop is closed and I need to head out, but look how much I got done. So I did have to take a little break to do some computer work and paperwork and help customers and rinse some yarn and blah blah blah, but I did spend a good majority of my workday stitching on this, and you can see I have done most of the back stitch. So I just finished outlining the penguins and giving them their skates, so now you can definitely tell they're ice skating. I filled in this big purple block, which, you know, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but it's never fun to just do block stitching like that. I've done a lot more of the scalloped edges. I just need to bring it down around here, and then there's one more little blue line to do below here, and then the last thing is I need to back stitch in right here where it's going to say ice skating school. So I'm 95% done. I have exactly 301 stitches left to do, and then just that tiny bit of back stitch. And earlier I said this comes right under 6,000 stitches. It actually comes right over 5,000, so less than I thought, or fewer than I thought. Anyway, yeah, it's almost done. Hooray! Good morning, guys. Today will be the actual last day of checking in for this vlog. I have finished several projects recently. I did finish that cross stitch last night, but it was late last night, so I didn't record a video. It wouldn't have mattered. There was no natural lighting. But yes, I finished it. I'm obviously here at my shop today. I do have my citric acid, so today is going to be a pretty intense dye day. Yay for me. I need to make a pot of coffee. Even though I've had 2 cups, I think that'll help me to persevere. Okay, so a couple things. You can see one of my finished objects here. I actually finished this like a week or 2 ago now, but I just finished weaving in the ends. The temperature has gone back up, so I wasn't in a hurry to get it done, but Monday we're gonna hit a significant drop in temperature, so yeah, R's playing in a box if you hear all those sounds. Anyway, the temperature is dropping significantly, so I wanted to get it done so I can wear it. That's my Olga sweater. We'll look at that in a second. I'm wearing my Reagan sweater. This is a pattern that I knitted several years ago. It's made out of Pearl Soho linen quill in the, I think it's in the pale mushroom color. And it's a pattern by Isabel Kramer. It's my most basic neutral sweater that is not super colorful, but today with it being warm, I wanted to wear shorts and a t-shirt, but I still wanted to have a little lightweight cardigan to bring with me because I knew it'd be chillier in the morning and probably starting to get chilly when I leave this afternoon. So yeah, one of my favorites. I actually wear it all the time. You can also turn it the other way and wear it upside down, if you will, and then it kind of has like a nice big shawl collar. I will, baby. So yeah, here's if you wear it like the other way, which I didn't come up with this. Isabel also styles it like this in some of her pattern photos, and she mentions it in the project. I actually like the fit this way better. I like the length, and I think it's really cute. The nice bunched shawl collar. So yeah, I love this knit. It was definitely worth the effort. It's all over lace with some stockinette portions, but yeah. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you the Olga sweater since I did finish that. Just realized there's a hair sticking out of the lens. Okay, so yeah, let me show you my Olga sweater. I'll wear this in the next video so you can get an idea of the fit now that it's blocked, but it is absolutely so adorable and I love the fit so much. This is an excellent pattern. I used 2 colors of Sadness Garn Pure Gint, which I carry here in my shop. I do have several sweater quantities in stock, so if you would like to make the Olga sweater out of the same kind of yarn, I do carry this yarn in my shop on my website, and this is the yarn that is recommended in the pattern, and I think it worked perfectly. So I love all of the Italian bind offs and the gorgeous neckline. It's a drop shoulder. I love the way that the ribbing, the stripes carry on into the ribbing. I think it looks so seamless and it is so, so cute. Ara wants you guys to see her cutie mittens is what she said. This is, I knitted these for her last year and they still fit great. We've got a little pink duck mitten.
I want to show them they wear me.
Okay. And here's Ara's mittens. She asked if she could model them for the video. Are they warm and cozy? Good. And I'll show this one more time since everything is nice and blocked and freshly washed and ready to wear. I can't wait to wear these, which is my Cafe No Face collection, the mega sock set. I can't wait to wear these socks with this sweater and I don't know, like a skirt and some tights or something, or I don't know, some leggings. It's gonna be so cute. Here's the Dear Duomo sweater that I made last year. The color doesn't look as vibrant. I need to adjust the settings. It's much more vibrant in person. It's looking a lot cooler right now on the camera. But these are a recent pair of socks that I finished, and I haven't worn them yet because I haven't showed them on a podcast. But I'm also saving them to wear when it's cool enough to wear this fuzzy mohair sweater because, again, they're matching. So I can't wait to put together an outfit and have these cute little socks poking out of whatever shoes I'm wearing.
On the ribbon, let's take a picture when we have our bear sweaters on.
You're right, we do need to do that.
Yeah, we forgot.
Okay, and here is one last look, until I frame it, of Winter Wonderland. If I haven't mentioned, this is a pattern by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and it came out I think either end of last year or beginning of the year, and yeah, it's perfect. It's such a cute design and it was so much fun to stitch. So I'm planning on getting a blue wavy frame. I actually used the same frame that I have in mind for the last stitch that I did by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's actually the last piece that I finished at all, but it was a gift that I had given away, or I might do red, but either way, I have the perfect frame in mind, so I just need to go and measure this and then order the frame. And by the time I get this framed, I should have time to film a podcast, so I'll show it to you then. But there we go. It's looking so cute. I want to wrap up this video with showing you something absolutely beautiful that came in the mail. So this is from Kim of Oakwood Knits. She is a pattern designer, very well known for her Stardew Valley socks, and she also dyes absolutely gorgeous yarn. And this came in the mail last night, so I thought that would be the perfect timing to round out this vlog. This is part of her Studio Ghibli monthly club collection, and this was for November, and in November she's doing Spirited Away, which, as several of you know, happens to be my favorite movie. And I have several Spirited Away related artworks, colorways, all kinds of stuff in my shop. So I ordered something really special from her for the shop that I will be selling, and I'm not going to say what it is exactly or show you guys because, I'm sorry, it's out of focus. Because she hasn't, I don't think, officially announced it yet. Maybe by the time this video goes up, that won't be the case anymore. But anyway, just in this vlog, I won't say. But she included this as a gift with the order, and I thought that was incredibly sweet. And what's really funny is I actually, when she released the club, I actually ordered this exact same thing in the sock set form and everything. So yeah, she knows me very well. She sent this to me as a gift, and then a couple days later, I ordered it myself without knowing. So I thought that was pretty funny, but incredibly generous and kind of her. So I wanted to share it with you guys because it is stunning. And so yeah, to talk about the idea behind this one, she named this one the Sixth Station, with the idea being that this is the view that Chihiro sees when she looks out the window when she's on the train. The shimmering water, just absolutely gorgeous. She captured the idea so beautifully. And then the mini skein is the Kahaku River, which is, of course, Haku's true name. So yeah, I'm so excited. I was planning on making some socks. I don't know. I kind of would love to make a tank top with this and do some color work with the teal. I'm not sure if I'll have enough. Also, I should say the blue, I think, is coming up a little bit more navy on the camera. It's much more teal in person. It's absolutely stunning. So yeah, I wanted to round out the vlog by sharing this with you all. I wanted to give you guys a quick sign off and say thank you for watching this project vlog. I hope that you enjoyed. I definitely plan on making more of these and some more lifestyle vlogs as well, like I did for Vlogtober, and definitely a lot of videos that include intersections of the two, because that's what I enjoy watching and I think they're really fun to make, and you guys have asked for them, so we will try it out. The next project vlog will probably be a little bit more project heavy. As I've said, I'm in the middle of preparing for the Alabama Fiber Festival right now. I just concluded, got back from SAF. It's just been, it's the crazy busy time. This is the absolute busiest time of the year for me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making some more. In the next video, I will share the projects that I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of the year, and hopefully finishing while it is still knitwear season. And yeah, so again, thank you for watching. I hope that you'll take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to speaking with you all again soon. I hope you are having a lovely season and that you are slowly welcoming in the next.